he did. I see the strawberry where he just put the strawberry down there, so his mouth is a little bit red. Tortoises, like most reptiles, if not all reptiles, do carry some amount of parasite. The most common is salmonella. And I'm not saying Oscar carries it, but you know, it's been wet out here and he's outside a lot. And because he's outside a lot, he runs into stuff like bird droppings, raccoons, squirrels. I mean, I don't even know what else. But it's fine for Oscar because in the wild, that's what happens. You know, they're naturally going to come across fruits, vegetation. So I actually don't feed Oscar. I don't feed Oscar just for the fact that he's outside and I have a actual garden for him to feed on. I am fortunate, and Oscar doesn't dig. And I think he doesn't dig because he's pretty happy. So I am fortunate that our yard is actually a wooden fence. I haven't noticed him digging, but who knows? He might be digging while everybody's sleeping. So he's kind of a shy tortoise. I'm going to put him back into the garden area. And his shell is really good. There's no paramenting on his shell. I'm not worried about him not getting the appropriate amount of sunlight and stuff like that because he is outside. The only thing I do worry about is, you know, he has clear eyes. There's nothing drooling out of his mouth or anything like that. So my husband wants me to take a video of him eating. So I'm kind of just like doing like a stakeout, trying to catch him eating. Oh, there he is. Is he eating? I don't know. I might be like trying to see. He's very shy. I don't know what kind of, I don't know how his captivity was. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. My husband's going to love this. I don't know what kind of captivity he had. He was in a pet store, and my general consensus is that pet stores usually do not take very good care of their pets. And a lot of Russian tortoises, unfortunately, are imported. They are not captive breed. And when they're imported, they're like in these shoebox containers, and there's like 50 of them on top of each other. So, but Oscar has a nice life now. The sun is hot. I'm glad that Oscar is like less shy around me. Before he would like tuck his head all the way in. He was like really shy, but now he's pretty happy. You know, tortoises are smart. They definitely recognize their owners and stuff. So, and another thing that so I had said earlier that I don't use any pesticide. I don't use any fertilizer other than my dead fish. I have like in my pond, I have like a bunch of dead fishes buried everywhere. And not my pond, I'm sorry, in my garden, I have a bunch of dead fishes that I buried. But I'm glad that I don't do that because now that I have Oscar, I'm glad that the soil doesn't have any sort of chemical fertilizer or pesticide or anything because your turtle will be eating, or I'm sorry, your tortoise will be eating, you know, the plants, the vegetables, and whatever else you put on the floor. But when they do that, they also ingest a bit of the soil, you know. So, look at this. Oh my goodness, this turtle is tortoise. This tortoise is going to be like a humongous, it's going to be huge. I love watching him. I could just watch him eat all day. Oh, and my husband would be so happy because he did go into the enclosure earlier, or that little pot that my husband made. He made that in college. And Oscar did go inside up there a little bit earlier in the day when it was like raining a little. But, you know, I got to check the weather because if the weather is, if it starts raining, I will have to take him in. It's been raining too much. I don't want him to be too wet. It's good for the occasional rain, but once it starts raining too much, you got to start worrying about like, you know, fungal disease and respiratory infection and stuff like that because they do need to dry out and their natural habitat is a very dry climate. So Oscar seems okay though. He seems fine. I love watching him.